Yeah, buddy. Them bipolar Rockets is back. 1 second, offense looked like gangbusters. The next second, offense looked like busted games. What's going on, my people? It's your man's AK Infinity. Follow me on Twitter /X at AK Infinity _VVS. This is the Rockers Round Robin / Rockers Propaganda channel. Rockets are at least up one at halftime, so that's good because we really fare well when we're up at the half so far this season, except when it's against the Timberwolves. Last couple times, we know what happened. Just that this game, Anthony Edwards was in his bag earlier than normal. Last couple games, it was second half, especially in the fourth quarter, just doing the damn thing on anybody who thought that they could play some defense. This game, he doing that, but earlier. The offense looked beautiful though, man. Almost shed a tear when Jabari came in and hit that first three. I was like, oh my God, this is what we've been missing. Then on the other end, Jabari doing his thing too, but he sat down a little early. Like he played 16 minutes, but it didn't feel like it though. Like it felt like he only played like 10 minutes. But nah, I don't know what the problem is, bro, but the problem is Ant Edwards, and it's just like he's playing a lot of one-on-one, but it's working. And the Rockets like when dudes do one-on-one, but when you got a dude that's hot, you got to get the ball out of his hands. Like you got to get the ball out of his hands. AD been paying attention. Tunnel vision target is back, baby. Yeah. Yeah, Ant look like he might be going for 50. You might be a little conservative there, bro. Bro might be like, you know what? Kobe did 81. We finna do 82. But yeah, man, Ant is on one right now. Jesus Christ. Like everybody has gotten a piece of him, and he got a piece of everybody. It don't make no sense. But I mean, that's Ant Edwards for you. That's what he do. Like he a walking bucket. His bag deep in the mud. AD say poor spacing and just discombobulated offense. Yeah, in that second quarter when JG and Jabari went and sat down, we started to lose. I ain't gonna lie, like the offense started looking bad. Defense improved because we gave up 38 points in that first quarter. That's a no-no. That is an absolute no-no. Ain't no excuse for that. And then in the second quarter, 29 only, but that's close enough to 30, so we're gonna call it a 30-point quarter. Back-to-back bad defensive quarters. Not good. But we did score 48 in the first quarter, but only 20 in the second. Like a lot of us, I'm in a group chat, and somebody said they had 48 points in the first quarter. That just means we finna have a poochie second quarter. Man, we all laughed because we knew it was true. And it happened. AD said, I'm about to hop on real quick. Man, you need to hop in the ring with your boy. I'm talking about you gonna hop on. But nobody need to see you. Yeah, you're right. So keep your shirt on, bro, please. Nobody want to see that, bro. But yeah, man, defense, I'm not liking the defense, man. But I can't. I think it's man. It's the turnovers. Let me just keep it a buck, man. It's really the turnovers. Ain't no reason why we should have 10 turnovers in this first half, man. Bunch of funky passes. But we haven't really turned them over a lot. Like we only forced 3 turnovers. And we scored on all their turnovers. But if we really wanna win this game, here you go. Here you go, AD. What's good with you, bro?
Bruh. What the fuck, man? Like, what the hell is going on? This shit is trash.
It's when I'm looking at the numbers, it's kind of matching the eye test a little bit, bro. It's the turnovers. It's the turnovers. Is that plus Ant Edwards, bro. So
yeah, I get the Anthony Edwards situation.
I ain't really too mad at that.
Yeah, you can't beat that, but you gotta look. Ime gotta take some blame for this too. Ime gotta get the bad lineups off the court. Like
you talking about the bad offense in the second quarter, huh?
Yes, and it was the bad offenses because you had horrible lineups in the second quarter.
Yeah, the Jason Tate and Steven Adams. Yeah, that wasn't good.
That one, and then you had 3 non-shooters with Dylan Brooks and I forgot, and Aaron Holiday. You had it was the lineup with Şengün. That's when it got because it was like a 7-8 point game when he
Yeah.
had that lineup of Şengün, Amen Thompson, Tari Eason, Dylan Brooks, and what's the guard name? Holiday.
He said, "What's the guard name?"
Yeah,
Damn, dog.
like Ronald's. I don't want to say little black boy, but you know, but when Holiday like,
Disrespectful.
but it's just horrible. Like that lineup was horrible, like just trash. You
Yeah.
that's when they tied it up. With that lineup, we had like a 9 point lead, and then they came back and tied it up.
It's interesting that we haven't seen Cam Whitmore.
What I tell you, I said we're not gonna see him.
Yeah.
Jabari back.
But that shouldn't take away Cam's minutes. Tate shouldn't be in the lineup like that. I know he was putting in work when Jabari was out, but that don't mean that you play him over Cam Whitmore now.
Look, honestly, Cam should be playing over Holiday right now.
He should, but if you had to pick between Holiday and Tate, who you gonna sit?
Man, Jason Tate is look. This is for all my Texans fans. Jason Tate is the Alfred Blue of the Houston Rockets, bro.
Wow.
Jason Tate is not a great basketball. Say football, not a great basketball player, but he is the key to Ime's heart. And Ime gonna find a way to put Jason Tate on the floor.
But say Alfred Blue. Why you bringing up old stuff, dog?
But I'm just saying, I'm giving you the reference, the only reference I can make. Because Jason Tate, I've been said I wanted Jason Tate off my team 2 years ago. So
I mean, again, bro, like he's a break glass in case of emergency guy. Like he's not a guy who you want in your rotation for 82 games in a season. I don't think.
But that's the problem is that I understand that role for him, but Ime Udoka has an affinity for Jason Tate.
So did Coach Silas.
But Jason Tate, that's when you didn't have nobody else on the roster, bro. Like,
all right, but he one of them coach's pet kind of guys. Like he does all of the right things.
And
that
I
the
don't know
coaches be
who
preaching.
he talking to or what he doing, but he doesn't need to play every game. He's not literally, but damn near playing every game. And playing more than just like 2 or 3 minutes. He's playing like 8 to 10 minutes a game.
Yeah, you're right. But
I don't see it. I don't
in a game like this he shouldn't play, but
No.
but again, when there's injuries, all right, cool, you can excuse it. You give it a pass.
Yeah, when you down, you know, Şengün in and out the lineup, Tari in and out the lineup, and you know, Jabari out. Like, yeah, that's Tate plays in those games, but not when you got
Now there's
everybody
no
back.
excuse.
Yeah, there's no excuse for him to play when everybody's back except Free.
Low key, I'd play Jeff Green over Jason Tate right now.
Yes.
I don't know if that's off or not, but
to me.
You can justify that.
Man, Jeff Green gives you way more than what Jason Tate does right now.
Yeah.
So it's just, man, I'm so frustrated and pissed off because it's like if you do it the right way, you don't have these type of situations that you have with, you know, giving up these leads. Like you had like what was it, 13, 14 point lead?
Something like that. It's definitely double figures.
It got wiped away in a
14 point lead. Yeah.
15, okay.
Real quick. It was like quick. Like you blink and it was out of there.
Because you don't have no spacing on offense. Like it was literally like 2 or 3 possessions in a row where everybody's like clogged inside the 3-point line. I'm like, what the hell are y'all doing? What are y'all doing?
It's them turnovers, and it was really the turnovers in the second quarter.
But that's why you got turnovers, because you have no spacing. You can't pass the ball. You're trying to make these fucking. I'm sorry for cussing so much, but you're trying to make these. You're trying to make these finite passes, these precision passes in between people's legs and all that, and you're getting the ball kicked around and you turn it over. Şengün is doing a horrible job of that. He gets caught up in the post and he don't know what to do. He's trying to pass out. There's no spacing. So what does he do? He try to make a crazy pass because nobody's spaced out where he can make an efficient pass to anybody so he can get the ball out of his hands so he can get out the paint.
So the thing is this, to me, and you could correct me if I'm wrong. In my opinion, I think it's too well. It's really a combination of a couple of things. It's a redundancy in
Mhm.
roles on offense, and then two, you got a lot of guys who are very tunnel vision, and you play
Mhm.
them together. Now, I'm not saying you can't play these tunnel vision guys at all, but when you play them together, that's what kind of compounds that issue.
Dylan and
Like
Tari
you should
should never be
never
on the floor.
play Tari, Dillon, and Aaron Holiday together.
Nope.
I've said this several times. When
Mhm.
that happens, it's a turnover nightmare, or the ball is not gonna move because
Mm.
everybody think they him, and you could throw Cam in there too. But at least if you swap Dylan and Cam, I can excuse Cam because Cam is
Yeah.
more gifted, and I can excuse that.
Cause Cam gonna get you a bucket regardless.
Yeah, he gonna get to the
So,
rim and he gonna do something nasty.
so the thing about it is that what's killing me with the tunnel vision, they are tunnel vision players because they want to get there. They want to get theirs when they can. Like that. Like when they're on the floor, I got to get mine because I may not be able to get it later. Because Jalen, the ball gonna be in Jalen hand, or the ball gonna be in Sengun hand, or the ball gonna be,
But I think
you know, in
Jalen and
Jabari
Şengün
hand.
been strong this game though. I think.
But that's my point. Is that that's what I'm saying. When they're tunnel vision like that, they're doing it because they want to get their points and their time on the floor. They want to take advantage of it because they know late in the game the ball ain't going to them. The ball ain't gonna be in their hand.
Aaron Holiday not even gonna be in the game at the end of the game. Hopefully. Peep this, bro. Here's a stat that's gonna stand out to you, bro. If I told you without looking on the starting lineup, who would you say has the least amount of assists in the starting lineup?
Probably in the starting lineup because who started? Did Jabari start?
Nah, Tari started. Which
Tari?
yeah, I don't know why that, but whatever.
Then I mean it wasn't Amen. I know. So it probably they had the least or the
Had
most.
the least amount of assists.
Then it was probably Amen.
Nope.
Who?
It's a tie between Tari and Şengün. 0 assists.
Mm.
So they making Şengün a scorer only. They're not letting him get off them passes.
Right.
And that matches the eye test. We've seen that. And then when he does try to pass, they really clog up.
Yeah.
They take away the passing lanes pretty much.
Right. They take away because they're so
Because there's no spacing.
There's no
the
spacing
is an issue.
so,
Yeah. So
like,
you're on point with what you were saying.
Yeah, like when you don't have no shooters, dude. Like that's the whole. You know, I hate to harp back about the trade deadline. Like if you don't trade for one of them big guys, big names, I understand, but at least bring in a shooter. Bring in somebody that's gonna help. Or play Reed Shepard more. Give Reed Shepard the confidence to shoot. You know he's a better shooter than that. Or
Well,
like
that's on Reed though. Reed ain't been
Yeah.
playing like somebody who wants to get more playing time.
He played very timid.
Yeah.
But again, like you've been saying, then put doggone on Cam out there, man. Like you gotta have shooters, dude. Like you got
and that's another thing too. Like you can't have a bunch of dudes with tunnel vision and no shooting at the same time. Like you just compound the issue.
Man, they love to say Sengun is baby Jokic or baby Jokic. Look what Denver puts him. I know it's a horrible comparison, but look at what they look at. If you want to say that, and you want to say all that, because I just saw Kendrick Perkins, so he's the one that be really hyping it up. But if you look at how Denver runs it, they put a lot of shooters around Jokic. They put shooters around him, so like
and cutters,
right? Cutter. So it's just like if you got that, if you say he plays back to the basket, he's a facilitator in the post. He can do a lot of things in the post. He's a great playmaker. Then you have to put players around him that can help him make the plays. Like you can't sit up here and put him in the lineup with Amen and Tari and Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, Dylan and Tari. If you even look at the numbers, them two is like a tandem. Like it's bad. It's bad, bro.
It's horrible. Like you don't even have to look at the numbers. You can just watch them play.
Yeah. You can watch them play. Bro.
So like it's just so obvious. Like it's just like come on, man. And that's why I'm putting it on Ime because I'm like he has this affinity to certain players, and it's like you gotta know when to say when. because
You're right.
Tari should have been benched a while ago. Tari turned the ball over. Tari running wild. That whole sequence when I think it was like 3 possessions in a row where he had tunnel vision. He just going down trying to score the ball or whatever and just missing and just all flailing all over the place, just out of control. Okay.
As a matter of fact, I want to say something real quick as it pertains to Tari Eason too. We all love Tari. Like nobody in the fan base says they don't want Tari, right?
Right.
But I remember a time when folks were saying Tari should start over Jabari. See, it's different when you got to start and do what you were asked to do off the bench. It's not the same. And you see what Jabari is doing off the bench, which I didn't think was going to work. I didn't think Jabari was going to look good at all off the bench.
I thought it was going to work because Jabari can. Because I know the game about to start, I'm about to get off, but when you put Jabari on the bench, it gives Jabari more of an opportunity to play his natural game.
You got a good point with that. I thought it would look bad because I felt like Jabari needs somebody to help set him up, which that's been the case. It depends on who you got out there with him. Like you got to have him out there. I think, in my opinion, you got to have him out there with 2 guys who can pass the ball. You don't want him out there with a bunch of tunnel vision guys because Barry is he's just gonna fall into a type of role that you don't want him to play. You want him to, be at the end of a play and finishing off a play, be it off of a cut, off of an open shot, or a duck in with a post up. You got a small guy on him. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. Like it's not making sense to me sometimes the lineup that Ime does throw out there. But Jae'Sean Tate, no matter what, you can talk me into Holiday, but having Tate on the floor right now over Cam, I don't think it's a good idea at all. I don't think it's a good idea at all. But we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out here in a second, man. Man, we're gonna get to this. Yeah, we're gonna get to the second half, man. You and I need to do another show, bro. I don't know when, but you and I need to do another show. I'm gonna hit you though.
Yeah, hit me.
Yeah, that's a bet. All right, y'all. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. We're gonna get to the second half. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and you know the rest. And we out.
Bye.